Hi dear Virgos, welcome to Luna Tarot. This is your reading for the first 15 days of June, and I've already shuffled and spread your cards, so let's just directly begin your reading. There are a total of 18 cards, so just bear with me and be there with your full attention, okay? Okay. In your recent past, the dominant energy was of Nine of Pentacles, so you had not reached exactly where you wanted to reach financially in terms of your pentacles, your resources, but you were 90% there, or so you felt. So you were pretty content with what you had built financially, and you were enjoying it. You were able to enjoy it. And there was this card of lovers. So either some soulmate, twin flame was there in your life, or you felt connected to that person, or even if you were not in talking terms, not communicating in your frequency, there was someone who your connection was blessed by angel, by divine, and a twin flame or a soulmate was there at your own frequency, supporting you, protecting you, guiding you, right? And you were pretty generous with your surroundings, with the people around. Say in terms of love, attention, say talking to a flower lady, or going and talking to the shopkeeper downstairs or something, a happy-go-lucky kind of person. So in your recent past, one, you had your loved one, your twin flame soulmate, your partner at your own frequency, supporting and guiding you. You were pretty content financially, and you were able to extend that extra smile to a random passing by stranger. Then there you also had this Four of Wands that represents a utopia. In a way, utopia can be anything, can be with pets, with garden, with like your ideal life, can even be with your own self. Like ideally it represents a romantic setting where there is a twin flame or a partner or a soulmate, and this home is there. So in your recent past, either you were with someone romantically and like you had this perfect setting of a home, a perfect utopia, or else you felt like that with your own self. Can also be because the dominant energies of Nine of Pentacles, can also be with your own inner self. You were pretty content, like, okay, I don't need anybody else, and this is the ideal life that I want, and this is the life that I have. And then King of Pentacles, either a masculine figure, can be father, can be husband, lover, brother, whatsoever. Either a masculine figure, Virgo, it is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, either a masculine figure was there in your life, guiding you, supporting you financially, like providing you with resources, or else your own logical side was there to help you figure out finances, like build a life that you wanted, right? And then you also had two of cups, means somebody like with genuine care, offering you his cup of emotions, offering you emotional support. So your recent past was seems pretty perfect, like with you being content with your emotional setting, with your financial setting, and even like you being so emotionally content that you were able to extend your support, care, genuine attention and love to even strangers. Then you had both utopia financially and emotionally and socially. Like this love card of lovers and Four of Wands, both are there, means in a way you had manifested the perfect utopia in your life, or so you felt, right? And then King of Pentacles, either your partner or some masculine figure, an earth sign was there in your life supporting you, or you were able to, or your logical side was making you financially abundant, financially enough, like in your own self. And you had few genuine caring people in your life offering you emotional support whenever you needed it. So this was your recent past. In your present reality, the dominant energies of King of Cups. King of Cups is like a perfect balance of emotions and logic. Like it's basically emotional energy, but emotional energy in a way that is conveyed to others in that kind of balance that no situation becomes immense. Like you know where to stay quiet, where to laugh, where to be angry, where to do what, like express how much of your emotion in what amount. So in your present, even if you are like you have an ocean of emotions within you, but you are able to convey or express them only in the amount that is required by a certain situation or person, or deserved by a situation or a person. You also have a Queen of Cups right in your present reality. So that means basically you are in this perfect balance of head and heart. However, for a Virgo, it is extremely difficult to be this emotion. I mean, it is very easy to uh, come out and to be emotionally balanced, and it's much more difficult to actually process these emotions within. But right now you are able to process them, or else at least outside you are only conveying, maybe you are processing a lot many emotions inside, but the way you are coming out, it's just epic, it's just amazing. Like, that involves all emotions, by the way. Can be anger also, can be pain also, like joy also, can be enjoyment also. Whatever the emotions that are there inside you, and are related to people or situations of your life or to your own self, you are very well channelizing them and expressing them how they are meant to be expressed. Right now you are dealing with a movie of your lifetime's emotions, an ocean of emotions, and you are processing them in a very healthy way. If not healthy, in a very balanced way, in a very practical way, basically. And right along with Queen of Cups is magician. So somewhere you are the magician, like you have all the resources, and you are right now in this collaboration with the divine, like, and you are like, you have all the resources possible, all the emotions, all the memories, all the desires there on your table, and you are DIYing, like you are creating this big craft work of emotions, because these emotions are like so there in your life. Like, you have both King of Cups and Queen of Cups. So right in your immediate reality there are a lot of emotions, but you are very amazingly moving your wand and like creating magic out of it, and like just creating a life or an emotional product, or processing these emotions and creating something in your life which is almost a magic. And the divine is also blessing you, all the elements are blessing you to create this kind of life. However, somewhere the situations that could have been dealt softly, the upright card of strength is a woman taming a lion with love. Somewhere you are not able to do that, because possibly because a lot of emotions are there, and somewhere you are done with being soft in your life with others. Like, there comes a saturation point of being goody goody. I can totally relate to that. But if you don't do that, like, if there are many situations that can be handled softly, politely. I know, being a Virgo myself, I know we try to deal with the situation as softly as possible, even beyond the limit it requires or deserves. And then comes the saturation points, and then, like, we are afraid of our own anger. But right now, because the divine is also blessing you, you have the King of Cups, and like your mind and heart both are aligned. You're finally in this power position to process your emotions in a healthy way, channelize them in a healthy way, and have this retake upon your connections, upon connection with people, with your own thoughts, with your own past, present, future, with your own life. Then use them wisely. Like, be soft where it is required, because nothing good comes out of anger, basically, right? And because right alongside this card of strength going down, right, is also Ace of Wands going down, right? Like, divine can only, the energy is there for the divine to help give you, bring this massive opportunity, this massive manifestation in your life, of a great opportunity. But it's going down right beside the strength. Like, if you won't control your anger, if you won't be able to tame your own inner demons politely and nicely, with love, with the energy of love, you won't be able to attain this great opportunity that divine has stored for you. So keep a check upon your anger. You are already processing so much, like, so nicely, so beautifully. And being a Virgo, the best of creations happen only with the energy of love, only with this energy of actual creation rather than destruction. So get into that energy of creation instead of destruction. And right beside these two going down, right, strength and Ace of Wands is the card of High Priestess. High Priestess is again your energy, Virgo energy, our energy. I'm also Virgo. So High Priestess, maybe like High Priestess doesn't offer free unsolicited advice. Even if she knows the word, she won't just randomly offer it. She only offers it only when a person comes to ask, take her advice, and then she gives it in a limited proportion so that the other person can handle it. Apart from that, High Priestess like is connected to both dark and light forces, and she is in a way is at another dimension altogether. You may be feeling cut off by the world, you may be feeling like totally isolated by rest of the world. However, in your subconscious unconscious mind, you are actually processing immense amounts of akashic records, immense amounts of your own past, present, future lifetimes, your own DNA for that matter. Like because the dominant energy is of King of Cups, so it has a lot to do with your emotions. So understand this. You are at a timeline right now where you are processing crazy amount of data and emotions, intellect, psychology, spirituality, so much so that it is crucial for you to be balanced, to be in check, and to not let yourself lose in terms of anger or negative emotions, to process both the emotions. When we process, when something is churned, both the good and bad side comes up. So it's very much viable, possible that when you are, like, say for example, you are processing your past memories, possible you would also have negative emotions related to people or situations, but you would also have positive emotions related to people and situations. So the ideal way is to just be a spectator, see them, take what you require, feel what is coming like naturally out of you, but don't give in to the negative like feelings of revenge. Like, there is divine is there to take care of you still. Karma is there, right? So far you have been having so much of faith upon karma and letting it take control. You don't need to take like make your karma bad, basically. Yeah. So the divine can only bring this massive great opportunity in your life if you let divine do its work. You otherwise, in your present, everything is amazing, you're processing so much magically, all the elements are there in your hand, you have the ability to uh, bring this metamorphosis of your own life or your own emotions and create something wonderful out of it. Yeah, so keep a check upon your negative emotions and learn, become the High Priestess of your life and learn what is to be acquired out of all the experiences that are coming to your mind on surface, right? And I read somewhere recently that somewhere that consider each emotion, each thought, each feeling as a fish in the aquarium or the pool or the sea of your mind, right? So if it is a fish, it is not the entire ocean, it is just a fish, it is just an experience, it is just an emotion, whatever is coming on surface to whatever person, situation, or whatsoever. It may be a gigantic fish, it may be a whale, it may be a shark, but it's still just a fish. It's not the entirety of your emotions, it's not the entirety of your mind. So also, whatever needed to go has gone. Like, you can't do much about it, and it was meant to go, so it went. Yeah. And whatever that you are creating instead in the hollow space, it may feel like a sudden shock, a sudden loss, but what you're creating now is way more wonderful, is actually way better. uh, it's very much natural to be attached to what we built in our past, but what we are building right now is the reality. Now, no matter how great a creation happens, eventually everybody dies, even, and nothing is permanent, basically. Ultimately, we are all a story. Every person, everything, every experience is a story. Yeah. So let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. So in your present, process the emotions gracefully, the way you are. Okay. Shifting to your future, if you learn the learn from the experiences, from all this process that is happening in your present. It is very much possible in your future the dominant energies of death of an old self, death of your past way of being. I'm feeling like for past few years, for that matter, Virgos have been having a very like downer kind of life, a stagnated life, and not really that feeling of reward, feeling of attaining whatever you wanted, that was a very much part of your experiences, your life earlier, had become very reduced, had reduced a lot tremendously. So that era of stagnation is finally coming to an end. Your approach towards your life is changing, and you are having this rebirth. For that, you have to allow the death of an old self in your upcoming future. And then devil may impact you. You may be devil kind of represents all the vices at times. I mean, it's not all negative. At times it represents a person I mean, negatively in its extreme form, devil is like all vices, like greed, for revenge, anger, pain, and frustration and whatnot. But positively, it's that shade of black that helps you outline a painting in just the right proportion to highlight your life altogether. You may be all white so far, but you will get the right amount of black to create maybe the night for the moon to shine bright and the stars to shine bright, or a line enough to create the difference between a white t-shirt girl and a white background, for that matter, like, the right amount of black basically. So otherwise it would all blend in. So yeah, just ensure that you are using this energy of devil in a positive way. Just like sometimes you can't be goody goody all the time. You have to raise voice to against anything that is unfair, right? So even Gauri had to become Kali, for that matter. So to a certain extent, in a certain proportion, devil is essential for us. The color black is essential for us, but not excessively so. So to a certain extent, it's awesome to be ambitious, to desire certain things, to bring the right changes in your life, to evolve, but don't get too attached to the greed part or the revenge part, or the like, okay, now, I mean, no, I didn't have this much for those so many years, so now I will like fuck the world, I'll do this, I'll do that, and don't get there. Okay, the divine is there with you. You have been good so far. Remain good, and like only raise your voice against bad to a certain extent. Don't allow it to corrupt your own mind, your own system, your own karmas. And then right beside devil is hierophant. Hierophant is a teacher or married. So either you're getting committed to this new self that is manifesting after the card of death, after death of an old self, or else uh, a teacher, somebody very wise would come like along with devil. While there would be two kind of emotions in your upcoming future. On one side you would be pulled, like same like black and white angel, the like on one hand you would be pulled up, towards negative emotions, like let me take revenge, let me just do this, let me do tit for tat and things like that. And on the other side, either your own wise self, your own inner conscious, or somebody really wise in your life, some guru, some preacher, even God, divine for that matter, your faith would suggest you otherwise. Like if you were not successful in certain fields, maybe you were successful in spiritual fields in past times, in so far. Yeah, so in your upcoming future, maybe that self is telling you, what the fuck, you can't lose your spiritual wealth for gross financial wealth, things like that. So you would be pulled in two directions in your upcoming future, and you have to listen wisely to this teacher, that is like maybe your own inner self, your spiritual self, or somebody that would offer you pearls of wisdom, words of wisdom. And the thing with devil is, like, even if the devil has chained both the people in his chains, but then the towards the neck, like you will see, the chains are very loose, right? So there we always have a choice to remove those chains from our neck and get out of those negative emotions. So given a choice, like if you're feeling those negative emotions, just divert your mind, listen to music, do something creative, think about positive things in your life. Like create a sanctuary for yourself, a happy place in your own mind, maybe like, okay, okay, all this negative happened, but then this good came out of it. Had that not happened, I wouldn't have done this, things like that. I wouldn't have realized my own strength, I wouldn't have stepped out, I wouldn't have made these changes to my life, I wouldn't have become so independent, I wouldn't have whatsoever, so, or else, even if nothing good came out of that situation, it traumatized you for life, how still choose choose righteousness, be graceful, choose righteousness, listen to that wise conscious within, or the wise wisdom coming to you from the other side. Okay, and then once you do that, because you're not essentially dark, basically it's not in your nature, and it's situations that make you so, but later on you will feel regret, that, so what's the point? So then after that, a Knight of Pentacles, some financial opportunities coming towards you, make sure that you utilize it. It's a knight, it's not a king or a queen or an emperor or an empress, it's a knight, so it may seem less, but Virgos being the diligent hard workers that we are, so you would be able to turn this opportunity into something great. Plus, it's a bonus, right? So it's not necessary that everything has to be million. 1 million or more. Like, you don't have to be millionaire overnight. Slow progress is the right progress, and it's long lasting as well. So whenever this opportunity comes up, utilize it. And then see, there you have a lot of small opportunities. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. So it's not necessary that 100 becomes 100 altogether in one go, like 10 10 10 10 50 50, kind of that. Like, ultimately the goal is to be 100, right? So, but like, you can have multiple sources of income is the point in your future. You can have multiple areas out of which you would be earning, and utilize them, value them, and don't let go any opportunity just because it's small. Like, you accept it and devote your time and energy to it, and build yourself an empire out of multiple sources of income. And then after you do that, you have undergone a death of an old self, you have processed your darker emotions, overpowered it, you have listened to your inner voice, you have listened to this, you have learned to be wise and let go darker emotions. You have utilized all the pentacles, the opportunities that are there in your life, in your future. You would be finally reaching this 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is emotionally fulfilled, a person content with his own self, with what he has built, or where he is emotionally, right? So he's not relying upon any other person, any other soul to come and give him this emotional fulfillment. He is in a way fulfilled within his own self. So it's a nice way to end basically a reading. So we began with 9 of Pentacles and we are ending with 9 of Cups. 9 is a recurring number here, and it's bonus bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. That means divine right now in your entire journey is blessing you with this area, this ability to communicate. Wherever you would communicate, however, it would be successful. Can be on social media, with people, in situations, in your own thought process. Especially right now in your present time, because you are undergoing a lot of emotions, you are also communicating with your own self, right? You are talking, you're processing. Any kind of processing of emotions, thoughts, patterns, it needs communication with your own self, with others, with situations, with our past, present, or future self. So divine right now is giving you this ability with rational and powerful communication ability. Don't use it for darker purposes, use it for creativity. Don't use it for destruction is the point. Yeah. And beautiful reading. Your past seemed way beautiful, but maybe it wasn't that great, because maybe it was just your notion, or maybe you lost that beautiful past. That's why you had to process so much. Whatsoever be the your own individual journey, but the way you are doing it is amazing. It is leading you to an process of evolution, and from maybe you're also feeling a great sense of loss in your present, but in your future, you're again rebuilding something which would be fulfilling for you. In your past, even if it was abundant financially, and you had, like, even in terms of romance, you were pretty fulfilled with people, you were pretty fulfilled. Past was pretty amazing to look at. In your present, but you are undergoing a lot many emotions and a lot of wisdom and a a lot of strength that is required out of you. In your future, you may seek revenge, do not. And ultimately, we keep on changing, everything keeps on changing, life keeps on changing. Change is the only stable thing in reality. Change is the only, what's the word? uh, I'm not getting the word, but change is like eternal. Change is there always. So accept the change, process the emotions positively, be the magician of your life, create something beautiful, and yeah, utilize the opportunities that would come for you. I hope it resonated with you, the reading. Wish you all the very best. Lot of love, a lot of healing, a lot of strength from my side to you. I know it takes a lot of strength to process emotions. I'm there with you, and divine is there with you. The elements are there with you. Utilize them, accept them, and don't lose yourself. Don't lose your karma in the process. And be creative. Don't be destructive. Yeah. Lot of love for you. Lot of love. Bye bye.